Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart that goes over the home builder sector. I'll be using the XHB, which is, like I said, it's one of the vehicles you can use to either play the housing sector, home builders, or just monitor it. I don't really ever play it. I just use it to get a feel of what's going on within the housing sector. If you go back and watch my other videos, you'll see why I think it's so important to follow the housing sector. But in a nutshell, the housing sector pretty much got us into this mess. It's going to be the thing that ultimately brings us out, in my opinion. So that's why I think this chart is one of the more important, if not most important, sectors that people pay attention to. If this thing starts to fall apart, which it's slowly doing, then that just means that I think the overall markets are going to follow it. I know a lot of people think it's all about the financials, but I think the reason the financials got bad was because of housing. So let's just dig into this. Last time I did this chart, I was talking about how it was in a downtrend here. So I had drawn a down trend line like that. And then it had broken up to the upside, and then this is when the market went on its nice little rally. However, it put in a high here before pulling back, and the thing to note about that high was, not to state the obvious, but if you look at where this high was and then where that high was, it put in a lower high. All these other times, every time it bounced, it was putting in higher highs. This one came up and put in a lower high, which is kind of cause for concern. And then it started to approach back up again, and you can see it pretty much got knocked right back down by that area. And now we're starting to break through what was a very important support level, and I'll show you why that is important. So if we go back all the way here to May, you can see we put in this high before this multi-month decline here. So I'm just going to drop that line right there, make that green right now because it is a support level. And you can see that once that put in that high, drop down, but when we did get above it, you can see what happened. A nice huge run more, and then we pulled back, and surprise surprise, that acted as support, bounced off it, went up again, put in that higher high, came back down right there, same area, same vicinity, bounced off it, went back up, put in another higher high, came back down, and here it bounced off the 50-day simple moving average. But now look we had one more bounce. So it came down here, hit it right there, and once again bounced. So you can see the history of this line is very important. It's produced one bounce here, another bounce right there, another one right there. So that's three already. You can see previous history. And then this is what I didn't want to see. You can see no bounce now. We crashed through it, tried to get above it, couldn't, and now we're just falling. And actually the market's still open. We have 55 minutes left, and we're on lows of the day right now. So brutal day, putting in lows now. We've broken through this area of support. So now what I need to do is make this resistance, because when our supports are broken, they become resistances. So that's what we're looking at now. We want to get back above this red line as soon as possible. It's very important, and it's looking like right now that we're going to be headed down to test this 200-day simple moving average, which is this orange line. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of a fall that could be ahead. And if the housing sector falls down here that low, then like I said, I think the housing or the overall markets will follow it down there too. So at this point in time, I think that over the next week or two, maybe even next month, we'll have some green days, I think, but it's looking like the overall markets are gonna be pulling back, and it's not going to be, I don't think, a just quick straight drop. We'll probably have some drops, some green days in between, but the trend now for this XHB in kind of a medium term, short term, whatever your time horizon is definitely down now. We're not putting in higher highs anymore. We just put in a higher low, and now we have this downtrend line that has begun. So I guess we'll just get this mapped out right here. And this is kind of what's going on now with this. We've broken through that support. We've established a downtrend line here. You could even bring it to something like that, because we got above it a few times but could never close above it. And you can see that things are falling apart. So not trying to say the end of the world. I don't think so, because there's still plenty of supports below us. But what I am saying is that don't be surprised to see the housing sector come down and visit its 200-day simple moving average, which in return will cause the other markets also to pull back too. So I'd lock in some profits if you got some green stocks, maybe looking at doing some short-term short positions and trying to make some money on the bearish side of things because with the way that it's separating from this once key support level, I'm feeling bearish here in the short term in terms of what I think the overall market will be doing, and I'm basing it on the home builder sector, which is essentially the housing sector. So if you do have any other questions on it, please let me know, and I'll do my best to help you out. Once again, this is just my opinion on everything, but I wanted to back up why I feel that way. If you're interested and want to, I'd encourage you to check out bullmarketnewsletter.net. If you go there and sign up for the newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things, from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, and best part is it's absolutely free, no strings attached, so it's worth at least checking out. One more time, this was the video chart on the housing sector. Let me know if you have any questions. If not, everybody have a good weekend.